So I know from the beginning that she's not a horse that's going to be running me over, high energy, in here looking for answers. She's curious, but a little bit shy. She's not walking up to me in my space, trying to push me over. And these are the things you have to work out in the beginning. Who is my horse and what is he thinking? You have to assess what type of horse you have, because that's going to determine your energy level and how you respond and what questions you ask. So it's difficult in one video, of course, but we will try as we go along, as we are doing with the TRT method, to build more content and to build more scenarios, different types of horses, different ways of learning, different approaches, different principles. But the basic is to work out what type of horse you have in order to work out what you need to do with yourself. So because she's a little bit shy, her attention is always a little bit away. So I'm going to think about trying to earn that attention rather than take her attention to me. If we are always saying, listen here, we have to put pressure, keep her busy, give her jobs for her to listen to us, all of a sudden that becomes work, that becomes a space that maybe you don't want to be in. So we're actually detracting her away from us. She's being perplexed by the space that we're in instead of attracted to it. So I'm, in the beginning, making movements which is also asking a question about things she can achieve. And every time I have the feeling that she is starting to make some contact, I'm giving her the feeling that she should want to be in the space in which to make that contact. At the same time as I'm doing this, I'm already starting my first pattern of teaching her to have a connection in her body. This is also telling me where she is mobile and where she is not. So I'm not going to start in a place that she finds difficult. So from the beginning, only doing these small bits of communication, I already know from her that the hind leg, the forward movement, is going to be much easier than the control on the rein. Because of course, when I walk this way and I attract her attention a little bit, the front legs stay very narrow and she's turning the hind leg around the front leg. So the front leg is going to copy a little bit how her conformation is. So I first want to be able to just get this turn, to be able to make a connection between right hind and left front. And you see that left front is not going out, but it's coming in. It's bringing the shoulder on top of me. So from the beginning, she is not easily going to make a connection, right hind to left front, to make a shape, to be able to go on a circle. And if you think traditionally when we start a young horse, what would we do? We would put them on the line and we would walk towards the hind leg and push it forward. And then she would spend the first session, 2 sessions, days, months, weeks, whatever it might be, getting forward, getting impulsion without balance, without knowing how to position the feet to create stability, the order of movement to create a soft body, to learn where the energy comes from and where the energy goes to. So we're thinking about how we can give her the information she needs to be able to travel balanced, first by herself, and then of course with the saddle, and then eventually of course with the rider. So teaching her the foundation of how to move with balance and confidence is of course going to give us an advantage as we go through the steps.